Good Sunday evening. This is Card Creating with Jean. My name is Jean Ducro, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I live in McFarland, Wisconsin, which is just south of Madison, our state capital. So good evening. I hope that you who are in the Midwest are staying warm, because it is mighty cold out. I was glad to go to church and be able to get in a warm car to go, but then to come back home, of course, it was like riding on a block of ice. But we aren't that far from our church, so that is nice, so that we don't take too long to get home. Just trying to get up on my iPad here. There we go, so I can see when people pop on and make any comments. So, yeah, we had a couple of things we could have done this afternoon, and we wussed out of both of them just because we didn't want to have to go back out again. And that allowed me to have some time down here in my craft studio to make some samples for you. So when I show you some of the new items that I got in the end of last week, then I would be able to show you just a little something that I made that uses those sets. I didn't get a lot done. I got hung up on the first card that I made because the die didn't cut out the way I thought it was going to. Hi, Lori. Welcome. And so I spent more time on that than I would have wanted to, and I will have to investigate that set a little bit further, and I'll explain it to you when I show you the sample that I made. So anyway, there is going to be both the mini catalog that comes out on January 6th and also some online exclusives as well. So there's lots to see that will be brand new. Thank you, Lori, for sharing. I really, really, really appreciate that. So Hi, Carrie. Welcome. Nice to see you. Don't normally get to see you when I do a live. You're usually watching on the replay. So anyway, I was really pleased because I got my order several days early. I'm supposed to have another one coming on Wednesday, so I'm hoping that possibly it'll come before Tuesday so I can show you a few more items. I ordered things, let's see, I think in 3 different orders, because I just, it was money may I there for a little while. And I think I'm done ordering for a while. At least I hope so. And then after I got done ordering, I realized I forgot to order the catalog, so I had to place another order for the catalogs. And that was okay, because I was waiting for the branching out dies to come back in stock, and I got notified on Friday that they were back in stock. So if that's something that you have been waiting for, they are back in stock for right now, and it's just the dies. The stamp set is on, well, the bundle is on the last chance list, but the dies are not listed as last chance at this point. So I don't know if they're just going to be deleting, or not deleting, but phasing out on the stamps and just hanging on to the dies. They do that once in a while, especially if it's a nested die set that is very popular. Hi, Shar. Welcome. Glad that you could join us tonight. So that is available. There is a number of other things I think that aren't. I haven't checked the list in a while. Thank you, Shar, for sharing. I really appreciate that. So maybe if we have time at the end, I will pop over to the website and take a look at what is not available right now, so I can let you know if there's things that you are wanting to still get. Well, thank you for sharing, Carrie. I really appreciate that. So I'm ready to turn the camera down and get started showing you some of these goodies that I was able to order. I was able to put the bulk of my order in on, so I had the free shipping. But then I went ahead and ordered, got the 3-day expedited shipping so that I could get it quickly, because I really wanted to show you and I wanted to have the things here. So it wasn't that expensive then. Once there's free shipping, it's just the add-on of $23 for the 3-day, and I could get it quickly. So let me flip the camera around here, and there we go. Okay, so I have one suite that I ordered. I really thought long and hard about getting it. I wasn't sure. First I thought maybe I'd only get one of the bundles. It's a double set, so but I broke down and I got the whole thing. And I'm glad I did. So we will start with that, because that's towards the beginning of the catalog. So the two sets are Simply Beautiful and Beautifully Celebrated. And I thought, oh, what great wedding cards you can make with these. And even get well cards. I love this font with the open lettering. Very, very nice. And then the dies, I've got them on the back. Whoops, put that in there. I didn't try this one. I'm interested in seeing what that does. I think they're just cutouts for corners, because there's two lines here, if you can see. So that's going to be two individual pieces. But look at that nice nested set of dies. Those are going to be pretty popular, I would think. And then along with this set, you get these really pretty pearlized faceted circles. I love the colors, and they really sparkle, let me tell you. Alright, and you also get a set of this beautifully adorned ephemera pack. It's open because I used some of it already. Now this is on vellum, and I must say the vellum is quite thick. So, in fact, when I picked it up to begin with, I thought I had two pieces, and it's not. It's quite thick. As you can see, I've used it already, but really quite pretty. So you can do some frames. I'm looking forward to this one, using this one. I got another one through the holiday catalog, and I haven't used it that much. It was mostly tags. Then there is some nice ribbon that goes with it. Now, if you can see the gold in it. Got you set up kind of funny. I'm going to pull you this way just a smidge. See if that helps any. I'm afraid I'm going to go off camera otherwise. There, that's better. So it's the same on both sides, and it's not stiff. It's very easy to work with. Let's see how it ties this bow. Very easy. Nice ribbon. And then the paper, get this back here, get my little pin in there and keep it all corralled. Okay. And I went through and I flipped over the pieces so that you could see them easy enough. And as you can see, they have gold foil on one side, and then the opposite side. This is the one, Char, that you saw and thought it was pink. It's petal pink. I guess technically it is pink. But very pretty soft colors. And this one is really cool. The centers of the daisies are the gold foil. And this is the back side, which I think is beautiful too. Another pretty one with fresh freesia as the background color for the second sheet. For the B side, as they say. And then there's one that's all gold foil. This would be pretty. You could color it if you want to with blending pens, or you could probably color it with colored pencils as well. This would make a beautiful 50th anniversary card. And the back side to that one is this one. Let me see, what are the colors that are in this set? Calypso Coral, Darling Duckling, Fresh Freesia, Old Olive, Peach Pie, Petal Pink, and Gold. Okay. And this is the one that I was using, so I thought, ooh, I love this. Nice big print. And this is the back side on it. This is the Calypso Coral. Oh, I got them turned around. There we go. Peach Pie. I just think this is so pretty. And then the card that I made is this one right here. So I used some of those gold ephemeras, and then I did on the tag. And to adhere this on, all I did was put a glue dot in the corner behind the flower, so it's not going to show. And then this is some of the ribbon from the set. And I wanted to show both sides of the DSP, so I made the card this way. Oh, thanks, Lori. Yeah, I think it's kind of pretty. And I just used, oh, what is that? Stays on. Stamp the sentiment. Been a while since I'd used Stays on. Alright, let me see if I can get this wrangled back into the package. Decided I wanted to go through and flip all the paper. I don't have that much paper, but the ones that I do have, I wanted to make it so that it would be easier for you to see both sides of them. Okay, so that's the one and only suite that I have ordered. It was a tough decision, let me tell you, because there's some beautiful, beautiful sets. I have one that I think I ordered almost everything in the suite except maybe one item, so I can't say that I ordered the suite. But that is in the next order that's coming. And I can't remember if I showed you these Prayer and Promises. I can't remember when this one came in. If it was on the order before this one or not. Really nice sentiments for if you want something that is more religious. It's a beautiful set. And, oops, that's right. So you can see about the size of them. Not too many just sentiment sets. There's just a couple of them. This is part of the Valentine set. I initially was only going to get the dies, and then when I placed this the last order last week, I decided to get the stamp set as well. So I didn't get it as a bundle, but I've done that before. I thought it was probably going to be really a nice set. I liked the sentiments, what you could do with it. So I will be getting the dies on this next order that's coming. And I thought this was fun, so when you start getting mail from me, you will have a little fun stuff on the envelope. I can send happy mail. I like the little doodads for the corners and the lines as well. So, and then this was a favorite, I think, of those that have been able to see a catalog, this Aspen Grove. So it comes with the separate trees and branches, and then these are the leaves. So some of them are more dense than the other. And I did make a quick card using this, and I'm telling you, this one went really quick. I wish all my cards went that fast. But I made a sympathy card with it. And that went together very fast. I used Old Olive for the leaves and Granny Apple Green. And then some of them are stamped off. But I thought this could be nice for a man or a woman. I didn't put any bling on the outside of it. Oh well. Okay. And then the last thing I just made something with, just before I went on, is this embossing folder. It's called Stone and Vine 3D embossing folder. I don't know if you can see that there's little leaves and what looks like a stone wall. And while I was eating supper, I thought, oh, I want to be able to show that to you so you can get a better look than what this shows up as. So I came down and I took a piece of white cardstock and I used a blending brush and put some, what did I use? Crumb cake and smoky slate and some Old Olive and smeared it on, and then I ran it through the embossing folder, and then I went back with the Old Olive and I went over the leaves. And I'm telling you, that is quite the embossing folder. It really does a nice job of giving you the print of the leaves. It makes it easy if you want to color just those with a blending brush. But anyway, looks like I've got you still a little bit too far up there. But this one's really cool. I will let you know that I did have some problems with this. It's a 3D embossing folder, and when I put it through the first time without the, oh, which one is that? I can never remember what that really thin one is. I took plate 3 out and then 2. It didn't do anything but give me maybe a couple outlines of the leaves. I tried putting the 2 in, and then it wouldn't go through. So I had to do a little finagling. And I had a pad of paper that had just a few pieces of paper on them. You know, it's just a scratch pad of paper. And I tried that, worked marvelously. So I am going to call Stamping Up tomorrow and ask them if that is typical for this one, or if I had gotten one that was maybe a little bit too thin or too thick. But I'm going to give them a call and see what I can find out about it, because it just didn't seem right. I've never ever had a problem with the embossing folders, whether they were a 3D or not. They've always gone through slick, and they've given me a great impression. So I don't know what happened with this one, but once I found the right combination, I loved it. And I am definitely going to be using this. I mean, this would be so easy just to put it on some darker cardstock, maybe like Secret Sea, and then just put a sentiment across the middle, and easy peasy, and you're done. But I just was quite impressed with this one. So that is that one. I think the rest I have to show you. Oh no. Let's see. I've bought some of the Secret Sea ribbon. And this I did use on a card, so you'll see what that looks like. It's a thin ribbon, kind of a mesh. Ties very easily. And it is, what's the width on this? 3/8 of an inch. And this goes with a set that I ordered almost everything, but not quite. And these are the what are they called? Brass, no, faux bronze pentagons that goes with the set. This is one I'm really looking forward to because I think it will be great. The paper that comes with it and the stamps, perfect for mail cards for a man. So I'm looking forward to using those. All right, so now I think the rest is possibly, yes, the rest is going to be online exclusives. First, I have the Moody Palette Glossy Dots. So you got Secret Sea, you've got Old Olive, you've got the cloud cover, and then you've got white at the very top. These are beautiful, and there is paper that coordinates with this that I'm going to show you. Okay, the other one I got is this one that's called Fragrant Layers. I thought it was similar to, let me grab it. I thought it was similar to this set, where when you run the dye through, it cuts out this but leaves that behind. No. It has the cutout here, but it takes everything out, including the petals and stuff. So here's the card I made. I ended up playing puzzle by putting all the pieces back in here because I had it stamped, and then I put the dye over the top of it and ran it through, and I went, oh my gosh, no! Hi, Rhonda! Well, I'm glad you're home from work. Bet you that was a mighty cold car you got into. So that's what I ended up doing with this one, is putting it back together. There is 2 dies in this set that go along. Let's see. Oh, come on, Jean. Oh, it's this direction. So they do match. This one is just if you're going to use cardstock and cut it out. So it puts in all the artist lines, and then you would have to color it somehow. And this one I'd have to cut this one out. It looks like it's got more detail that it cuts out. And that one will go this way. So it matches. I just didn't have enough time to experiment with it. And I love this because it gives you a whole set of these little daisy guys. And they could be used in the center of these flowers if you wanted to. But, yeah, this is a nice set. And you've got 2 tags here as well that goes with it. And I remember what the set has if it's, oh yeah, so happy for you, hello, it's your day, just a note. So I just did this one as hello, and then it's your day on the inside. So, yeah. When I cut that out, I lost everything that I had already colored. I'm like, oh, for Pete's sakes. All right, well, I'm going to have to learn how to do that one. So that one will take a little more experimenting. But I did use the embellishments from this set on here. And then this paper is part of that other set of paper. I'll get that out for you. And it is called Lovely Blossoms. Now, this paper actually goes with a different stamp set, but I liked this stamp set because of the way the different options for the flowers on the back. And I felt that the daisies still went with what was in the set. So let me get this out and we will take a quick look. So this is the back side to this one. I love this. I think that is so pretty. Kind of reminds me of men's pajamas. Let's see. And you get 3 sheets in this set of a DSP. So you get 3 sheets of each one. I was so excited when I saw that. I'm like, oh my gosh. Love this one. So this is the back side, the B side to this one actually. Let me turn it so you can get a better view of it. And this one just has some little, has a little design in it, little crosshatch design here and there. So there's the third one, and then there's this one. And the other side of that one is this pretty crumb cake, I believe this is. Daisy. Very nice background. This will make a this too would make a lovely card for background for a man's card. Third one up here. This one reminds me of grass for Easter. Kind of a burlap print almost. And that looks like it's, well, must be old olive. Yep. And the front side is this one. So, we're using a lot of petal pink this time. I kind of like that. Wasn't too sure about that color when I first saw it, and I don't think it was brand new when I started. Probably wasn't, but it just, I wasn't sure about it. I couldn't tell. Why does it say pink? It looks more orange to me. And as soon as I get this in here, I had started by cutting one of these out that I was going to put on that card that I made. And I thought, I think I can go for something a little bit more than just putting this on. But this would work fine too with this as the background, as you can see. The colors for this one are Crumb Cake, Cloud Cover, Old Olive, Petal Pink, and Secret Sea. And then I got a set of 6x6 Valentine paper called Love Notes. And I thought these were quite interesting. So you got one side that is like this, and one that is like that. So it's just the opposite. And these could be cut apart and used to make really quick Valentine cards. And you get 8 sheets of each one. This is pretty, and that's the opposite side, I believe. Yep. And I'm sorry, I did not get the phone adjusted right for sure. And there's this one. If you do any scrapbooking, this would be good for scrapbooking. But yet again, you could still put one of these others on there, or put a sentiment, or a floral arrangement, or a bunch of hearts. And then this one. And this is that right? No, this is the B side. I didn't see that. Didn't have it flipped over. I love this very much. And then a sheet that's got all hearts. And this is the B side on that one. So I thought this would make some fun fast cards. And especially using that Valentine set that I ordered. Whatever it is. This one. To add some extra to it. And there's some really cute dies that go with this set. So I think I'm set for Valentine's Day. Now, I wanted to show you what I've been doing with my sets for storing purposes. I'm still using my magnetic sheets that I've cut, which now I could actually cut larger, so, which is nice because some of the die sets are quite large and are hard to get on this size, which fit into the boxes that we had our stamp sets in. But when it comes to these, I hate this just floating around in the envelope, and then not knowing if I really have them all on here or not, other than, I mean, you can look at the front, yes, and see that, but I don't know. And I always have a hard time, about finding the right die when it's a sentiment, because they're all backwards when they were in the boxes. So I decided this, for me, you need to check your dies, or your stamps, excuse me, each time anyway. I thought, I'm going to stamp these on the inside here. So I'm just going to take my Memento ink. Well, that was cute. And we're just going to put ink on this, flip this over, and put it on here. Just using the hand to get this to print, and take it off. It's a good way of checking to make sure that you don't have any skips. And I'm just going to wash this off on my chamois here. Now you got two choices of how you want to do this. If you prefer having the heavy piece down, I did it both ways. It doesn't really matter to me. I've been actually putting this one down over the top. So I put some of the double stick tape down. I like putting it on this because it's easier to get the backing off the double stick tape when you've got a piece of this window sheet that's so much more flexible. So I'm just going to take these off, and then we're just going to put it over the top of this print. And this is just what I found that's working for me. And then I'm just going to put these down right over where they were. So this makes it so that I'm able to read these when I want to take, I just simply take it off that way. As I'm using the dies and I take them off the block, I just put them on here face down like I was stamping them. And then I can line up the rest of them that I'm not using. And there you go. So then it's not rattling around in there, which I like a whole lot. So I went through and did that to all of mine yesterday. Like I say, I did one where I put that heavier piece of plastic down, but then I had to take all the stamps off and then rearrange them again the right direction. And I don't know, I kind of like the side that would go on your block. attached to this heavier piece. I don't know if it matters, but I like it that way. And it just works well. And then I just went to Dollar Tree, I think, and picked up a box. And these fit in perfect. The rest of them here. And I just put one of these in. I'm going to need to get some cork or something to put on the bottom because it does want to slide. But I mean, whew, for storing, piece of cake. Arrange them any way you want to. Let's see, got 2 more here. Look at that, all those. That would take up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That would take up probably half a shelf in my bookcase behind me. So that's what I'm using. These come with a cover, but I mean I bought the covers, but they're laying across the room on the floor because I'm sure I'm not going to use them. But yeah, that's how I'm storing them. That's what's going to work for me. So, let's see. That was really good, Jean. You forgot to put your cover on the memento. And then you just got it on your paper. At least it's the plastic. I'm like, wait a minute, there sits the cover. Where's the memento? It was hiding. Okay. I think I've shown you everything. Yes. So let's have our drawing. So the last time we got together, we made these cute little Christmas tree window boxes. And I'm telling you, I'm on the ball. This is what I'm going to send, whoever wins. All you'll have to do is put it together, and I've got ribbon cut for it, for the top, and then fill it. So all you gotta do is glue this side, put this in, glue that together, and fill it and put the ribbon in, and voila. But I also was on the ball and I got the tutorial written for it, so that will go along in the envelope. So anyway, let's see who is lucky tonight. Glad you all were able to tune in tonight. Okay. It is Lori Tibbetts. You win tonight. And between now and Tuesday, I hope to get some more samples made. And whatever I have made, that's what we'll use for our drawing when we get together next time. Let's see if I can get this to flip down so that you're not... There. Couldn't see the... There. So, that's what I have for you tonight. We'll get together on Tuesday night at 6. And I'll have a few more things, I think, made. And if I do get some more, if the stuff comes in by Tuesday, then I will definitely have some more things to show you, too. And the catalog goes live on the 6th of January. I'm really excited because there are some gorgeous things in this catalog. It was so hard. I still have things that I didn't get that I don't know what I'm going to do. I haven't gotten the anything for Easter, really, except that tulip set and... Oh, let's see. I don't know if there was anything else that I had that I could use. I wanted to... There's another set that's a that's sheep and it's got a punch with it, and I'd like to get that too. But That one has been nixed off my list 3 times. Because it was like, ooh, nope. Money, may I? May I? Nope, you may not. So anyway. So I will let you guys go. Enjoy your evening. Of course, I'll make sure to get you a catalog. I wasn't sure if you were getting catalogs from the other person through Shar. But yes, I will. If we get together, or if I get up to Shar's again, I will take some extra catalogs and leave them there if you would like. I can do that, and hopefully we'll get together so that you can have fun playing with these sets and have a little get together. So let me know, but have a good evening, and I will see you guys Tuesday night at 6. Bye.